The second match, or second set on the second match of the day, will be played on Korhal Floating Island. Once again, Mekia is spawning as the red Zerg for Woongjin Stars in the top right-hand corner.
His opponent with 22 wins in the second match of the day, second set. His name is Hydra, spawning as the blue Zerg on the left bottom position.
So you know what? I am not sure who's going to win here. I would like to give Hydra the advantage based on his experience in Pro League and his wins, but you know what, Mekia, he just picked up a pretty solid win there. He showed that he did panic a little bit with the drones, but overall he wasn't afraid to execute that build order and go for the kill. He had no fear, you know. He just went for it.
Yeah, well, he did prove himself in ZvT earlier today. Let's see how he does in ZvZ. Remember, he doesn't have any record in this matchup.
That's true. He does not. This is our first time seeing him playing ZvZ here. So, first impressions, man, they're pretty important.
So let's see how confident he is in his micro, especially in the early Zergling wars. Hydra, he's a veteran. He's someone who's more likely to go for pressure build in this game because he's a seasoned veteran. He knows how to micro in tough situations, and he's going to try to pressure his opponent and trying to find a little gap at the natural or inside the main base, run those Zerglings in, and pretty much put Mekia out of position. But Mekia is saying, well, I want to play solid as possible, going for the pull first before hatchery.
And Hydra, on the other hand, he is the one opting to go for that greedy play here. Getting that hatchery first. We do see Mekia go ahead and grab that hatchery there to match the one from Hydra. And at the same time, yeah, Hydra is getting his pool up. So, you know, little small differences here in play, but overall, not a huge deal. Won't really change too much as far as the outcome of the game goes.
You know, I'm a little disappointed in Mekia's build. I'm only saying this because if he had the guts and if he was so confident in his play today, he would have gone for something dramatic like a tempo. And against Hydra, it might work out well because Hydra's thinking, well, I'm a veteran. I don't care what my opponent does. I'm just going to get a hatch first because I could defend against anything. And if Mekia pulls something like tempo, then it's going to catch Hydra off guard and actually give him a solid victory. But didn't happen today.
Well, what? Well, here's an alternative take to that. What if Mekia is so confident in his solid standard play that he doesn't care if he's a little bit behind against the hatch first, which is very negligible, but he also wants to make sure that he doesn't get caught off guard by any kind of early cheeser play and can go into the mid game, the late game, where he is confident and comfortable.
That's also a great way to look at it.
So, two alternative ways to look at that.
Well,
pick and choose your own adventure, guys.
Always. Now the Zerglings are at the natural. The drone just running away, but it's not going to do much damage.
A little bit of merry-go-round here. Actually, the drone getting taken out. But for one Zergling, an excellent trade for Mekia. What a great way to get under your opponent's nails there early on and just, you know, kind of annoy them, do a little bit of damage. It's not a huge deal, but it's annoying nevertheless. And there's now a one drone advantage, or I guess only one drone advantage instead of two for Hydra. And as I say that, a couple more drones pop out for Mekia, giving him the lead. He's now going for the Baneling Nest, getting that Zergling speed as well. We do have some gas on the way for Hydra here, but he has 100 and he's just stuck at that 100 there, not using it quite yet.
I guess you're right there. He feels so confident he could get the drone and still get out of there with one Zergling, going for the Baneling Nest at the natural, and Hydra does not scout it. However, he seems like he has some idea on what's about to happen. So he's getting a spine crawler at his natural, playing a little more defensive. This is what you see if we don't see a tempo in ZvZ these days.
We do see Hydra. He's really droning up a lot here. And Mekia, you know, he did produce a good amount of Zerglings here. That Zergling speed will finish up very soon here, getting a spine crawler and two Banelings just to be safe here, while Hydra getting all of his gases and just continuing the drone up.
This is so greedy, but gonna come and bite him in the butt if Mekia finds the right timing. to storm in with all of those Zerglings. Mekia back at his home. He's just trying to play defensively, thinking that his opponent is also producing a lot of Zerglings, but that is not the case. Hydra, he's just walling off at the natural and getting the queens to wall that small choke over there.
That's true. So Hydra, I mean, most of his supply right now is in drones. There's a little bit of it that's in queens here, but the Zerglings, they've managed to run by, and they're in the main base now. We should be able to see Mekia get a few kills here. If those banelings are not spotted, then that could be very bad for Hydra here. Mekia, you know, showing some aggression here, and the cool thing is that he's not really overdoing it at all here. He's just trying to annoy his opponent, poke and prod. The banelings have finished up here. They're going to go for the mineral line now.
Oh, those are clumped up! Now, that was only the first detonation, but the second banelings are on the way.
Oh, that one baneling looks like it will get... Wow, nice micro from Mekia, canceling that. The drones are running away. Will we see a good connection? Getting a few drones there. Killed up the 3 total from those banelings, so... you know, didn't really lose too much there. It could have gone way worse for Hydra. And look at this, going for the Roach Warren tech here, utilizing the choke at his natural with the spine, with the queen and the 2 evolution chambers. The Roach Warren essentially walling off like a Protoss player, but at the same time, Mekia, he's going into that Spire play.
But the Spire is not going to come into the play for a long while because he just started it, and his opponent already has 9 Roaches coming out.
And look at this, Hydra scouting that Spire at the same time here. So he's going to be able to be completely prepared for this. Probably put up a few spores. And the Roaches right now, we're seeing more Roach production from Hydra here. We may see this go into more of a Wings Liberty style, depending on how much Mekia wants to commit to this Roach
Nidus from Hydra. He's like, well, I know you're going to put up a lot of Spine Crawlers at the natural. All I have to do is bypass it using the Nidus Swarm.
That's true, but the real question is, will the Mutas be able to spot the Overlords and take care of any potential Nidus play or not? Mekia getting a third behind this as well.
Mekia does have the gas, but he doesn't have the minerals to make the Mutas right now, so all he can do right now is try to delay those Roaches from getting inside the main base while getting the minerals out for his own Mutas. Look at this. He has 600 gas, but he's only making 4 Mutas at the same time.
Oh, and the Nidus Swarm, it is starting to get built here. The Zerglings running by. They're catching a lot of these Roaches off guard. This is exactly the kind of play that Mekia needs to do to stay ahead in this game here. Hydra is ahead in the supply right now, but keep in mind those Roaches are very expensive. The Queens added into the composition mix here, the deal with these Mutas, and now the Roaches moving in, but the problem is, for Hydra, there's not actually a lot of Roaches here. Another Nidus Swarm being created, going into the main here. This is going to be the biggest issue for Mekia. He has to defend against that. Does he spot it?
Yes, he does!
Oh, it's so close. I think his Mutas were so close to seeing it, but may have barely just missed it. He's got to worry about defending at the front entrance here. Those Queens going to work on the Mutas, and the Roaches getting into the main base of Mekia, doing a lot of damage. Even a Queen in the main mineral line as well. Mekia, he's not responding at all to these units here, and he's going to get so far behind on the drone count. Hydra taking a very impressive lead here, and I think that he may be able to straight up win this game at this point.
Mekia just realized that there was a damage being done inside the main base. He was so focused in controlling at natural. GG. Like I said, Hydra is a seasoned veteran over here, and he's most likely going to be the one applying a heavy pressure against his opponent, Mekia.
What a sick strategy from Hydra there, man. Like, even though it looks like he wouldn't be able to completely break that, he brought the Queens in. He had like 6 Queens total there, and he had the perfect timing. Mekia just didn't have anything to really deal with that.
And Hydra taking a solid victory against Mekia, but of course, Mekia already did his job by taking out Pyong in the first set.